Hey Algebra 1, in this video we'll go over the solutions for problem set number 1. So this is working backwards and backtracking. So I'm going to piece out in this video. Okay, so this is the first problem that you guys should have tried. So you can see over here, I've gone ahead and written out the forward steps as a guide. I didn't write the backward steps because I'm just going to use the forward steps to help me backtrack and undo. And so what I'm going to do in all of these problems is do the streamline work that we've been doing together. So remember, if we're backtracking and undoing, I'm going to start at the very bottom of my forward steps and work my way up by undoing each of the operations. So instead of ending with 16, we're going to start with 16. To keep my work organized, I'm going to put a line down the equal sign. And the next thing that I'm going to do is take care of this add 6. So in my forward steps, I had to add 6. So to undo that, I'm going to subtract 6. So when I subtract 6 on both sides of the equation, it cancels out on the left because 6 minus 6 is 0. I'm going to bring down the leftover. So I have 2x equals, and then 16 minus 6 is 10. Okay. And so then the next thing on my list, I see that in the forward steps that I multiplied by 2. So to undo that, that means I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by 2. So I'm going to use a fraction symbol to show that. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. Divide the left by 2, and I'm going to also divide the right by 2. Okay, bring down what's left over, so I get x equals, and then 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So here's my solution. So x equals 5 is my answer. And one way that we can just do a quick check is by plugging that value back into my equation. So if I just quickly do 6 plus and then 2 in parentheses 5, we're trying to see if this is a true statement. So 2 times 5 is 10, and 6 plus 10 does equal 16. That's a true statement, so I know that that is my correct answer. Okay, let's do the next one. Again, here are the forward steps that I should have written out. If you're still writing out the forward steps as a guide, you should continue doing that until you're comfortable with this. But remember, our ultimate goal is to get to a place where we can just jump right into our streamline work. Okay, so as always, we're going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So I'm going to start off by taking care of this multiply by -4. So to undo that, I want to divide both sides of my equation by -4. So I'm going to divide this whole thing on the left by -4, divide this by -4, bring down the leftover. So I have 5r minus 11, and then 36 divided by 4 is going to be 9. Okay. Whoops. Trying to put my equal sign there. Okay. And then the next thing I want to do is take care of my the next step right above the multiply by 4. So instead of subtracting by 11, I'm going to add 11 on both sides of my equation. So that brings me down to 5r equals 20. And then instead of multiplying by 5, we're going to divide both sides by 5 to undo that. And I'm left with r equals 4 because 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, so this is the last one that you should have done on that problem set. And again, just going to jump right into it this time. Okay, so we're starting from the bottom, working our way up. So I'm going to start off by adding 6 to both sides of my equation. So plus 6, bring down the leftover, 5 plus 3 equals, and then 18 plus 6 is 24. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is divide both sides by -2 because we're undoing this part. So divide by -2, divide by -2, bring down the rest. So I have 5x plus 3 equals 24 divided by -2. So a positive number divided by a negative number is going to be a negative number. So the answer is -12. Okay, the next thing I want to do is subtract 3 on both sides. So I get -12 minus 3. -12 minus 3 is going to be -15 because we're going to get more negative. And then the last thing I want to do is divide both sides by 5. Okay, So I get negative 15 divided by 5, and that gives me negative 3, and that's my answer. Thanks for watching. Go on and try some of the other problems.